In reality, this has taken a lot longer to actually get started on this episode than it realistically should have. Especially when you factor in that I have to actually still get this edited and uploaded before I go to bed, and I work tomorrow. Hey guys, EndoPlasmite here. We're here with the next episode of EndoPlasmite Plays Pokemon LeafGreen. Last episode, we were onward to disappointments, and we succeeded through disappointments. Our Togepi had hatched from the egg. I knew it was a Togepi. Most of you probably knew it was a Togepi. Some of you probably did not. Either way works. Because we had already completed the events of the Sapphire situation earlier on, it means we can actually continue on with the Team Rocket adventure. I also want to do this real quick. I wasn't kidding about what I was saying regarding the start time situation. Things just kept getting bumped and bumped and bumped and bumped time-wise. Before I could even proceed further on this adventure, I actually have to go here. For the sole purpose of needing to go through and actually selling some stuff. Because given the events of this episode and next episode, if I don't sell the stuff that I need to sell, or store specifically the stuff that I need to store, I'm gonna run out of space, which means I'll have to make a return trip later to take care of the stuff. Covers that. I'm gonna store some things too. I know this is probably something that I could have done behind the scenes, but at the same time as well, there's a hefty difference between what I did behind the scenes wise last time and this time. So, yeah. There we go. Also, before I do what I'm going to want to try to do... No, not yet. Okay. We're good. Good. Where were we? Oh, yes. Gonna go kick Team Rocket's butt again. Of course, I gotta dodge all the wild Pokemon up to that point. That's kind of it. I don't really have too much of a mental input from that point. We still have not encountered any shiny Pokemon with this situation. Alright, it's password time. Goldeen need a log? Yes, nah, Chansey. What is the whole point of that? Rocket Warehouse. There is one TM in particular that I need to find in this area. And of course, there's a bunch of hidden items in here as well. It's just a maze of miscellaneous items to collect. With no real means of properly collecting them. Except doing stuff like that. Sellables. It's probably that box that's over there on the right. Don't really need that. I mean, I kind of do, but I also kind of don't. Just on the basis that if I was trying to complete the Pokédex collection here, I would need it. I don't need it because I actually already have the Pokédex stuff that I need on Fire Red. I do technically need it though, because technically I do need Porygon. And a Porygon too. Which I'll need to collect at some point, which will be a good means for why I'm collecting money as such. It's a funny question of where exactly they got the Houndour for, because I actually don't think you can get the Houndour in either Fire Red or Leaf Green. And we just made a giant... No, we didn't. We have got to fight this guy. Yes, I did. I did come here knowing this was Team Rocket's warehouse. Next Pokemon's probably going to be a Machoke. Too much predictability. So, for how tonight's going to work, as I stated, I still, of course, would have to edit this and get this set to be uploaded tomorrow before I go to bed. Considering the fact that by the time I get home from work, it'll be kind of too late to actually properly upload the stuff. Also, I see that. But... brain fart. Sorry, don't mind me. The main big thing is that while this episode is rendering out, I do have to go through the full process of actually recording the next episode. For the same reason as usual. I see what I need to do, but I don't see what I need to do. Okay. So right there, that second arrow on the right. Well, I think I know what I need to do. It's right here. There we go. Now we're cooking. Not only can I grab this, but I can zigzag around over here. Grab this. This is the TM that has been long overdue. Also, it's strange that Duck Trio can learn Sludge Bomb. Well, for the sake of things, I'm better off teaching Sludge Bomb to Venusaur than to Duck Trio. I know the attack... Actually, yeah. Doesn't really make too much of a difference between one and the other. It's just that this gets the stab bonus, and it's an additional attacking move for Venusaur. Gives me a chance brain cells to fight this guy. You'd be surprised, you know, maybe you should ask Giovanni and find out. Also finally gives me something a little bit more beefier to try to hit Pokemon with. Plus that also is good too. I'm gonna run a... Nope. Not gonna run a test. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Which is you funny? That's not even English. It's funny if you think about it, because that means officially that Hypno has a lot higher special defense than defense. Because this has more more damage total than this, and yet this didn't 100% take it out either. What's the benefit of that? Psychic is not a physical attack move. Oh crap. Also, I just realized Hypno didn't attack. Sounds like something that one of my friends or I would say. Don't you dare laugh. What happens if I talk to him again? What's he saying? Funny man gonna say something funny? Nah, that's not fun. It's kind of boring. Blind faith. Huh. Also, your name is Admin. You don't even have the right to be called anything else except Admin. What's your name? My name is Admin. My name is Jeff. That's a strange combination. Definitely not something I was expecting. Makes me wonder what other moves this muck actually has. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Get out of here. Really? Still not enough? Well, there's move 3. Strangely enough, I had a feeling that that was going to be the case. Makes me wonder what move 4 is. If there is a move 4. Okay. I'm over it. I am over it. That's why I'm over it. That was only the first Pokemon, too. Okay, bear with me. I know it may be a little unorthodox to try to use a max potion versus a full restore. I did that just on the off chance that there was some other status move that they were going to try to use against me. Let me guess, the third Pokemon's going to be a Pokemon that's also poison type that has learned the move. Yeah, that's going to be the case. Sludge Bomb. I'm in pain. So I probably actually should use these then. Also, it's strange that she's like, I'm a changed woman now. I've learned my lesson from right and wrong. So he says, but you know, your name is still admin. You're so lowly of an admin you can't even get your Golbat to evolve into a Crobat. What is that garbage? Hopefully this takes it out. Yep, success. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch out. I think that might have been its strongest Pokemon that it sent out first. Well, second. I had a strange feeling that was going to be the case. Yeah, Houndoom was his strongest Pokemon. Done and done. Whoops. Pretty sure that leads up to the events then of Silver and Gold, kind of. They kind of just added this in as an extra piece. Hello. Pardon me a moment. Hello, dirtbag. Time to kick your butt. Gideon's got a lot of Pokemon. That's gonna be a lot of drainage. You know, that's funny. This is the first instance I've actually seen Porygon in this game. Of course, it was only put in as filler. Turn it into a psychic type because psychic is super effective against poison. That doesn't help you out. Let's try this. Cool. One hit KO. Yeah, I'm gonna swap out. Last Pokemon's probably Magneton. Just the way the pattern's been. Yep, Magneton. I'm gonna finish kicking your butt and you're gonna give me back to Sapphire. Give. Thank you. That's it, though. Rocket Warehouse has officially been cleared out. And keeping that in mind, before I go over to 7 Island, I do have to do one more little thing. I at least want to close out this adventure. That's the wrong city. How's it going, Celio? I have a present for you. So this is the gem that forms a pair with the ruby. Endo, you've gone through a lot to get this, didn't you? You don't have to tell me. I know it wasn't easy. Thank you so much. Now it's my turn to work for you. Please give me a little time. Okay, this is good. I did it. I linked up with Lynette. Endo, I did it! I've managed to link up with trainers in the Hoenn region. Finally, the network machine is fully operational. Endo, I owe it all to you. Thanks to you, my dream came true. I'm not crying. That's enough about me. Endo, you're gonna keep looking for exotic Pokemon, right? Wish you the best of luck. There we go. Now, time for the final piece to the adventure. 7 Island. Well, kind of final piece to the adventure. First and foremost, this annoying lady. Why annoying? Because we still never get to figure out why exactly there's a breeze behind it. The Pokemon Company has never explained it as far as I'm aware. Actually, before I forget, again. Cool. also realized it now. I think some of the music that's been playing has been remixes of silver and gold music. Peculiar Pokemon you're thinking of are actually in the other direction, though, just saying. Wait, what? I didn't know that. Venusaur is one of those cases of Pokemon that have one specific move, and I'll probably change the move once I finish this adventure. Because I don't think I'm going to permanently keep strength. I switch it for a move that does a bit more physical damage. Earthquake is usually good. I think some instances that I've done this with Venusaur, I've taught it Earthquake. Venusaur can learn Earthquake, right? Yeah, Venusaur can learn Earthquake. Wasn't crazy on that. Go. Now Venusaur's level 60. Go. Oh, almost forgot. That's a berry. This is also a trainer. He also psychic too? Or is he someone that just knows how to listen to sand? Because I mean, reality is if you just listened to the sand, you could tell that I was coming close. Oh, we just have the one. It's a me, Dario. And that's it. No, seriously, that's just gonna be it. Because we will go through the process at some point to actually try to take on these 4 areas. It'll probably be on a future episode. Probably still be a bit though before that happens. Because there's still a couple other things that I need to do first. Regardless of that factor, that is actually where I'm going to be leaving off things for this episode. Next episode, we will be going through and exploring around 7 Island. If I am lucky, that will be 1 episode. Of course, I said if I'm lucky. We've all seen how things have gone with a specific channel. Luck isn't always a factor in this case. Because I have that whole bottom area of the map to explore. That's a lot of ground to cover. Frankly, if I remember right, a lot of trainers that I have to take on. Interesting and fun challenge that I have to find myself with. But we'll see you guys in the next episode.